Hello folks, and welcome to WTAJ Summer Road Adventure. It is day 3 and we are here in Clearfield County at the Clearfield County Fair. We want to thank Ansley RV for that Winnebago we've been riding in. That RV has been great. We've been putting it to work really with a couple of us in there, using it as our digital hub to put all of these stories together for you. As I said, it is day 3 after being in Bedford and Blair County, now in Clearfield County. What better place to be during this week in particular than the Clearfield County Fair? Let's go over to Devin Jackson. Devin, you have a representative from the fair. Go ahead and take it away, and let's learn a little bit about the fair.
Yeah, so again, I'm Devin Jackson. I'm here with Greg, who is the manager of the Clearfield County Fair. So Greg, tell us a little bit about the fair. You said, it was 159 years old.
159th year, yes. We've been doing this for, it's one of the oldest ones in all of the state. And we're pretty proud of it. We work very hard to make this happen.
Now, it's, a tradition here every year in Clearfield County. So how long does it take to kind of plan this and kind of get it all together?
We are actually right now meeting on signing entertainment for next year's fair, so it's a full year's job.
And what kind of attractions are here at the fair that people can kind of take part in?
Well, we can just start off when you enter the gate and pay your $8 admission. Everything in this fairgrounds is included except the main stage entertainment. You have the full carnival. Every ride out there, you can ride it all day long. Up in our plaza, we have a full-blown circus. We have a ninja experience. We're one of the few fairs left in the state that offer harness racing, which ended today. All our buildings free of admission with your paid gate.
And you talked a little bit about the entertainment just there a little bit ago. So what kind of entertainment can people expect today and then kind of the rest of the week?
Well, tonight we have Devin Dawson with as the opener and Chase Rice closing tonight. Tomorrow night's our truck and tractor pull right here on the track that we're standing on. Friday is our tribute night. We have Def Leppard, Led Zeppelin, Queen, and Bon Jovi. Saturday night we close the fair out with Kansas.
And just being a part of this every year, I believe you said you've been a part of this for 14 years. How have you kind of seen it change or kind of grow each and every year?
Oh, well, technology is what's changing. 15, 20 years ago, we didn't do what we're doing right now. And this is getting the word out, it's getting it out to the people, and we're starting to see a little difference at our gate. People are showing up from all different parts of the state, and a lot of people out of the country. We get a lot of people down from Canada for this fair.
And then personally for you, what does it kind of mean to be a part of it and kind of see people in the area and, like you said, out of the state or, around Pennsylvania coming each and every year?
Well, this is a family tradition for myself. My dad was manager. My son's on the fair board. Then you step outside and, you walk around the fairgrounds and you see so many people that are here with their family and friends. This is like kind of their meeting place for family reunions. A lot of class reunions this week. Then they come down and enjoy the fair. It's something that they have always done, and I hope it continues.
You have a favorite part of the fair?
I'm involved with all the aspects of the fair, just as the rest of the fair board members. So we really don't get to enjoy everything that's going on out here, but it makes us happy knowing everybody else does.
Well, thank you, Greg, for coming out and doing this interview with me, telling us a little about the Clearfield County Fair. And I'm going to send it back over to Jordan, who will take it away.
On with the Summer Road Adventure. Devin has been joining us on day 3 here. He's going to be with us most of the week. We've had obviously Sean and Darby along too. So let's bring in Sean. One of our first stop this morning was the Grace Museum in Clearfield, and that place. I mean, we've been there a couple times with On the Road. This is your first time. What was your first impressions of the museum?
I was going to say, yeah, this is my first time, and it was awesome to be able to explore the history of all those cars and animals, as you'll find out in a little bit.
Now, go ahead and tell us what did Scoot show you around with?
So it's a 25,000 square foot museum built in 1992 that showcases antique classic cars and game mounts. Now, more than 500 game mounts to be more specific. Now, some of these cars have been donated and even loaned, while others were bought by President Lynn Grice and known by many as Scoot Grice. Grice started this collection back in 1971 and says having the animals and cars in the same museum is a perfect match.
But cars and animals go together. That's why I put the animals in here. Most car museums don't have nothing in them but cars. We got the best of all the worlds. If you're from Pennsylvania here, chances are you're a hunter or somebody in your family is a hunter. It's different. I'll guarantee they've never been in a museum they'll like any better than the Grace Museum.
And so you learned a lot from Scoot today, didn't you?
Oh yeah, he is. If you ever want a history lesson or just somebody to teach you about history, that man is perfect. He is the guy to take you down memory lane.
He did, and he also gave us those books, his Ragnaricious book that we can look at. He signed it off for us. We took a lot of pictures. It was obviously a great time.
Just a really nice guy, and I'm so glad that we could make the trip there.
Yeah, it's great, and obviously, I mean, a lot of these places we've been able to visit. We ended up going to Doolittle's, which was really cool, first time for that. And I know Sean was talking a little bit about the animals at Grace Museum, but there's definitely some different type of animals at Doolittle's when we saw some of the dinosaurs and things like that. Whole lot to go, so that's why we're going to bring in Darby Sparks. She got to talk a little bit with the dinosaurs, and you were one of the, I didn't get on a dinosaur, you guys did, but you actually got on top of one of the dinosaurs.
I did, and it was a wild ride, let me tell you.
Animatronic dinosaurs. So tell us what you were able to see.
I saw a lot of information about dinosaurs as well as a lot of moving dinosaurs. They were very lifelike, to be honest with you. I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, especially when they started growling at you. Here's Darby's adventure at Doolittle's.
Look at this collection of dinosaurs! Dr. Doolittle's Dinosaur Museum has an impressive amount of life-size dinosaurs. These large lizards react to your movements, making them look so lifelike that you might even catch them breathing. And while the museum is filled with rides and fun for kids,
gives them more knowledge.
Site manager Lauren says that the attraction is also meant to teach kids about the earth dinosaurs once walked on.
There's definitely signs and gives them encouragement to learn.
So Darby, did you expect to see dinosaurs on the Summer Road Adventure?
No, especially not in the middle of Dubois.
and Dubois. Dubois. Nice fancy way to say that. Oh, I can't wait to look forward to the comments and emails about calling it Dubois. Good old Dubois and Doolittle's, and obviously a lot of stuff there. We got to see a lot of cool things. Let's bring Devin back in. Devin, you got to take a look at some of the trains there. One of them was resided in by president, right?
Yeah, Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Franklin Roosevelt. The car was really cool. When you walk in and you kind of see just, it seemed like a small space, but you continue to walk through. They had bedrooms. The president's suite was really nice. They had a spacious bed. You walk in and you could see a little bit more of the area. And they also had a cool ringing doorbell as well, just near the front of the car as well, and kind of being able to walk through and see even there's a little space in the back with a cot and those type of things. So it was really cool to see that and to be able to say that people can actually stay in there overnight and, at a, reasonable rate for a pretty nice place.
And I walked in there and I expected it's kind of an old train car, but it didn't seem like an old train car. You could see the dining area was awesome. It looked like something you'd see out of like a Bond movie.
Yeah, it was super nice, super fancy, and it didn't look like I said, you walk in, it looked like a small area, but it just kept going back further and further. And you walk in these different rooms. They had a washroom, a bathroom, which was pretty interesting. They had like a bench right next to it.
Yeah, bench. I don't know what the bench is for in the bathroom. We're still figuring that one out.
Yeah, that was very interesting out of all the things so far.
Yeah, I won't go further down. I know it's a web show, but we still want to keep it FCC appropriate on TV. But also, not only was it just the historical presidential train car, but there's some other different train displays there as well.
Yeah, they have model train cars in there as well. You walk in and you see the different ones going. I believe they had Thomas the Train in there and some of the other trains. And there was actually the train cars that are at Doolittle's is actually in the display that you see in the video, and I was able to get a cool shot of the display in the
actual car itself.
The actual car itself, and like the life-size version. Excuse me. But it was really cool to see that as well. And Doolittle's it's a place where you can really explore and kind of see what's going on even inside of it, I mean, they had a brewery there as well that was made out of a train car, so it was pretty cool.
It's really neat. And honestly, the evening team last year was able to do their live show there when we were on the road, and getting to see little bits and pieces of it was cool. But being there today and seeing how large that whole depot is, it's extraordinary. And dinosaurs.
Yeah,
dinosaurs, mini golf, food.
Yeah, dinosaurs was definitely the biggest attraction. Definitely, getting Sean was able to ride on it, and I was able to as well.
Darby was on there. We got Darby on the dinosaur.
Yeah, Darby took her turn as well. So it was a fun experience for sure.
Well, while we're talking about it, let's bring him back in here because while we're here at the Clearfield County Fair, guys, we were able to go and enjoy a little bit of ourselves, being one of the sponsors, and we got our bracelets. As you can see, everybody still got theirs on here, and we got on some of the rides. Tilt-A-Whirl. Sean's idea. Most of these were kind of Sean's idea. Sean?
I ran with it.
You ran with it. How did you feel coming off of that thing?
The second time, back up a little bit, I had a peanut butter and pineapple milkshake at Doolittle's.
Doolittle's was making fun of you a little bit for that. Like, are you serious?
Oh yeah, they asked me, "Are you serious? You really want this?" But the first time going Tilt-A-Whirl was fine, but the second time wasn't feeling so hot.
Wasn't feeling so hot. Darby was on that the second time. Darby, Tilt-A-Whirl, how do you feel now? I think in the RV a little bit, you were getting a little queasy.
I was getting a little queasy, but you know what? I still had fun. I loved it.
Yeah, we had. You got to have a chance. We got to set up this thing. We have the beautiful RV that's kind of our home here. The carousel. I was a little concerned with. I'm kind of a larger guy on one of these little horses. I think I heard the horse go, when I got on. I was like, why? Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, once again, Sean's idea.
Sean's idea.
So Sean is the master behind these rides, I would say.
He's the mastermind of fun, I think.
Now, I don't know if we're able to. I wouldn't go on that ride. It's not in motion right now, but it just goes all the way up and down, and I'd get sick on that one. I'd definitely feel some pineapple with that. But
we didn't want to push it. Guys, we're having a lot of fun on this summer road adventure now in Clearfield County. Tomorrow we head to Cambria County. It continues. Devin has joined on in the trip, but it's definitely roomy in that Ansley RV, being able to use that as our digital hub. Thanks to them again for giving us our mode of transport and our kind of home away from home as we're traveling on these adventures. We want to thank the Clearfield County Fair for having us out. For Devin Jackson, Sean Rapp, Darby Sparks, I'm Jordan Tracy. Summer Road Adventure continues on WTAJplus.com all week long. We hope to see you tuning in.